Good morning, everybody. Santina Doyle here. I'm at the Nottingham County Park in Pennsylvania, finding the serpentine barrens today. If you remember my last video about Nottingham County Park, they have one of the most unusual serpentine barrens, which are rocks that are pushed up from the bottom of the ocean, in all of Pennsylvania, the largest amount of them. They're very unusual. And last time I came to this park, I grabbed a map and I went on a hike, and I didn't look at their brochure to see what was unique about the park and what I should go and visit. So I came back today and I'm going to show you what the uniqueness is about this park. So let's get going. So as you all know, I went to Nottingham County Park several weeks ago and did a video about it, and I wasn't terribly impressed. But then I realized after I got home with some literature that I had missed the whole point of the park. And the lesson in that video was to go into the ranger's office, get information, maybe even talk to the rangers and find out what you should go see when you're at their park. They know best. And the literature will tell you as well if you don't want to go in and talk to people. But I decided to come and experience Nottingham County Park and the Serpentine Barrens a second time, and this time I did it right. I got the information of where I wanted to go and what I wanted to see, and I was able to accomplish that. So stay tuned for the end of the video for my review of what it was like to hike in Nottingham County Park in Nottingham, Pennsylvania. So this is the map that they have at the park ranger's office. So this is the park entrance here, and this is where the park ranger's office is. And then I came down here and I'm parking in this parking area. The ranger, I said, where can I see the most serpentine rock? And the ranger said, along this path, Doe Run. And so Doe Trail. So I'm going to go ahead and take this trail. I'm going to come down from the parking lot here. I'm going to take this trail, which is the Chrome Trail. It connects to the Doe Trail. And then I'm going to go all the way across this red blaze trail, which is called Buck Trail. It should take me, it's about 3 miles, he said, and it should take me less than an hour. So let's go ahead and get on these trails. It's always awkward when you're wearing your camel and you have a hood on your hoodie. I always bring water no matter what, even if I think it's going to be a short trip, because you never know if you want to extend your hike, and then you really need water. So far away down there is the ranger's office. It's that structure that's behind the pavilion that you see in the center of my screen. And then there's another pavilion here, and I'm parked here. There's a path that goes this way to Pavilion 7 Small Pond. And there's a sign there. But then what you don't know is that there's a path here that goes off to the right behind this kind of utility building. And that is actually Chrome Trail, although it's not labeled. I love the sound of gravel crunching under my feet. But you can see there's a yellow blaze. And on the map, all of the, if the wind doesn't take it away, all of the trails are color-coded, the same as the blaze, obviously. I'll zoom in here, and that's Chrome Trail. Sorry, the map is blowing around in the wind. Some large rocks on this trail, as well as the gravel. Look how beautiful it is. It is early October, and the fall colors are making their appearance. National landmark. It makes this park not only a national natural landmark, but also the county park as well. And here is where that is on the map. So I came down this yellow Chrome Trail, and I'm here at this
natural national landmark here. And the way that I prevent myself from getting lost is I point my map in the way that I'm going. So in other words, when I started at the parking lot up here, I turned my map this way. And so the trail that I'm taking is always in front of me. And so as I walk down this trail in the same direction, I know which way to turn at the National Natural Landmark because my map is oriented properly. I hope that makes sense to you. So as you can see, Chrome ends right here. It goes a little to the left, and then there's the Site 3. And then there should be a white trail to the right, Doe Trail. And so if I look at my markings, there is my Site 3 marker. And then if I scroll to the right, you can see it says, the signpost says Chrome Trail ends and has a white blaze pointing to the right. So we're going this way. This is Doe Trail. And this is where we should see some of the serpentine rock according to the ranger. Right now I just see slightly muddy paths of gravel. It is beautiful. Beautiful temperature today. It's about 61 degrees, maybe a little bit warmer, but not much more than that. Sometimes you can find scat from wild animals on the ground. No expert, but this does look that greenish color of the serpentine rock. Serpentine on the trail? I'm no expert, but it looks like it to me. Okay, and now I'm at marker 4, so I look at it on the map, and if I zoom in, you can see, I put it right in the center of my screen, on Doe Trail, the white blaze, the white path. You can see marker number 4, and you can see that there's an orange path that goes to the right. That would be this path, but then if you look at this sign that gives you the blazes, it tells you that there's the orange trail to the left, which is not on the map. So I guess they added a path, but that's okay because I can see on the map that I'm on the right trail. Doe Trail, white blaze, straight ahead. Come across an unmarked path, more than likely it's maintenance or a fire break or something, and if it's not marked, it's not part of the path system in the park. Check of the map with the map pointed in the right direction, the same direction I'm going. You can see the little bridge, focus, on Doe Trail that I just crossed over to stay on Doe Trail. I'm at a cross trail, and because I have my map oriented in the same direction that I'm going, I can see that this is Feldspar Trail, even though I don't yet see a blaze or a signpost. And actually there's a cairn over here. Let's go see if that is the signpost for Feldspar. Sorry, I'm zoomed in. Nope, it's just a cairn. So unless I had a map, I wouldn't know this was feldspar. Look how pretty that is. And we, oops, are going left on feldspar. And on feldspar, after I leave the white trail and make a left onto feldspar, there's a bridge almost immediately. And that is that bridge. Looks like serpentine to me. I'm on feldspar. When I hiked this before, we went up this path, which is quite overgrown, to what's called the mystery hole. You really can't see it very well. It's chain linked, fenced all around for safety, and then it's overgrown with grasses, and you really can't see in to see the hole itself. But as we were taking this path, here, I believe, is a good example of the serpentine rock. And this whole path, which isn't labeled, doesn't have a blaze or it's not on the map, but this whole path seems to be covered in serpentine. It's just really hard to navigate because of all the fallen logs. So I'm not going to go through it. A glimpse of the mystery hole and the fence around it and how overgrown it is. Come to another crossroads. So here's the abandoned quarry. And here's a path that is a little crooked. And then to the left, there's a really well-established path. But there's no blaze. Oh, there's a blue blaze on that tree. I see it now. Okay, and my dilemma is, when I look at the map here, you can see that the blue trail that I'm on, the feldspar trail, makes this dog leg right around the quarry. But there's no path to the left. So if this is the path around the mystery hole or the feldspar quarry, do I take that, or is this the path? Which doesn't make sense because the path should go to the right. And that's the blue blaze. So I'm a little confused. I have done this path before, and I think it's just a circle around the mystery hole, even though it looks like it's in the right direction. So I'm going to take this path to the left instead. Let's see where it goes. I know it's a blue blaze, so I'm safe. And my instincts were correct. So I finally made it to the intersection of Feldspar Trail, the blue trail I'm on, and Buck Trail, the red trail. And you can see there's a trail that goes off to the right, and then a trail that goes off to the left, kind of in a almost a triangular shape intersection. And then over here, I confirmed that I'm on the right trail. It says on the right-hand side of that post, Buck Trail. Really hard to see close up. Go left at that intersection and follow Buck Trail, the red blaze trail, all the way around. Up the map a little bit more. All the way around the whole Serpentine Park and Barrens. So here we go. Here's an example of what can be confusing. So to my right is what looks like a trail, the same kinds of trails I've been on today. And then I see the red blaze to the left, so I'm going to follow that because that's on the trail that I'm on, and it goes off to the left. And the path on the right is actually a fire break number 11, and it looks just like a path. So you always want to carry your map, and you always want to orient your map in the way that you are traveling. These purple flowers, I think they're a variety of aster that only grows on these serpentine pine barrens. I'm not sure, but that's what my understanding is. Can you guys hear those animals? Sounds like dogs.
This is probably the best example of serpentine rock that I've seen so far. See how green it is? And it's mixed with kind of blue. It's really pretty. But it's supposedly soft. Even though they've made buildings out of it. There's a church in Nottingham that is constructed of this serpentine rock.
Don't come here after a big rain, guys. It's just too muddy to stay on the path very easily, and you get your boots all muddy and sink in. There's obviously some people on horseback, and I don't know if you can see, but they definitely sunk in quite deep into the trail. Obviously, I'm a lot lighter than a horse, thank goodness, but I'm still getting quite muddy and don't really like to be off the path. That mucks with the flora. So the lesson here is not only check the weather for when you're going that day, what the weather's going to be like, but also check it for the several days before. If it's been raining for several days before, you might want to postpone your hike so you don't have to deal with all this mud. Like I might have a little elevation to contend with, but look at these gorgeous colors. That was the sharp turn, I believe.
That is right here. And so I'm continuing to follow Red Trail up, and you can see I'm almost done. I started up here, came down here, followed this trail to the Red Trail all the way around, and then I'm here, and I'm just gonna go around here and go up and back. So focus on that.
This fire break fool you. Always look for the blaze. Here's another fire break and the blaze for the red trail on this tree. And this is how I know where I am. There were two fire breaks really close in a row, and then a sharp turn to the left. So if I pull my map up and it focuses, I'm right there, oops, where the red trail goes sharply left, and you can see the two blue fire breaks that go to the right, really close together. See the farm in the distance. This just looks to me like a whole bunch of serpentine. How cool. Must be where they did some logging, cutting of deadfall. It's all bark. Good kindling. Right after the mulch pile, I'm at my last intersection, and this is, I believe, up to the right is the rest of Buck Trail, the red blaze. I'm not going to go that way because the ranger said that I should connect with Doe Trail, which is a white blaze and goes to the left, a really sharp left, which I believe this is. Let's see if we can find a marker blaze. Sometimes you just don't see them until you go down the trail a little bit longer. There's something there, but I'm not sure I can read it. What does this say? CH. I don't know what that is. And it's all worn away. Anyway, you can see that this is labeled half red blaze and half white blaze. And I guess it's indicating that the white blaze is to the left. So that's the way we're gonna go. So this should be Doe Run. And this, the ranger said, has the most serpentine rock on it. This is what he meant, because it looks like the path is just covered in serpentine. This blaze means don't be fooled. The path that we want. Now I'm confused. But as you can see, here's Doe Trail, where we made that sharp left, and then it just goes straight. And so I'm a little confused as to whether to follow this sign, which seems to be indicating, I don't know what it's indicating. Because obviously this is a part of Doe Trail right here, because of the white blaze pointing to the right, meaning people would follow on this way, on Doe. But then this arrow pointing to the left, does that mean right here, Doe Trail right here? I think so. And actually, that's just, I don't know what that is. This path is something else, but I don't know what it is because it's not on the map. Let's see if I can show you where we are. We were here, we made a left onto Doe Trail, and now I've got a fork in the road, and I don't see a fork anywhere. All right, we're gonna take the safe route. This one's blazed. We're gonna take this one. The one I said I wasn't gonna take. Look at that view. Serpentine, I think the ranger was talking about. That's it. Could this be Fawn Trail, guys? Here is where Fawn Trail goes to the right. But I showed you it was blazed for Doe Trail. So I don't understand. But we'll continue on, and either this is Doe Trail and we'll meet up with Chrome Trail, or this is Fawn Trail and we'll get to this pavilion and parking. And we'll know. Solve the mystery. This is Fawn Trail. Black blaze. First blaze I've seen though. But if you look up the trail, you can see there's a gate. And then farther away, through the trees, a little bit of red, that's a pavilion. So I've arrived at the pavilion. And now, I'll show you on the map. We're just going to go. So this is the parking lot for the pavilion in the center of the screen. We're just going to go up the paths to the small pond, continue around to the parking lot, which is in the center of the screen. I can't get too close because it's blurry. That's where I parked. So let me give you my review of Nottingham County Park and the Serpentine Barrens. So I'm glad this time I talked to the ranger and got an understanding of where I could find the serpentine rock before I set out on my hike, which was my mistake last time that I visited. But I was surprised because I was assuming that the serpentine rock would be big boulders sticking out of the ground, and it's not. It appears that the serpentine rock is just on the ground, entwined in the gravel paths, and you really have to look for it to see it. But it is very pretty and it is very unique, having been pushed up from the bottom of the ocean floor by movement of the Earth's crust. So it is worth seeing. It is a beautiful park. They do maintain the trails really well. I would suggest that you check the weather before you come and the previous couple of days before you come, so you don't come after rain, because they do get quite muddy. The Red Blaze Trail does have quite a bit of elevation up and down, and the White Trail is a lot more level and you see a lot more serpentine rock. And finally, that last Black Trail, which is Fawn Trail, is lovely. It's shaded by trees. It's very short, but shaded by trees, and is all grass path, not a lot of gravel. So it looks a lot more natural and has some views of some farmland. So all in all, a good hike. It probably only took me less than 3 hours to do the circuit. I'm not a very fast hiker, but it was really nice on a beautiful day, sunny and 61. It's very windy, however, here on the Serpentine Barrens, and so I would recommend that you don't come on extremely windy days. I hope you come to Nottingham County Park. I hope you enjoy the Serpentine Barrens. I hope you enjoyed this video if you can't make it in person, but I do recommend you get out. Instead of watching videos about nature, get out and get into nature yourself. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.